today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, a quick hitter, complete. It's Bush. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ellis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And the Jaguar
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Jameis Winston.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Winston. Fighting to stay upright. That's going to go down as a 20-yard loss, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Ellis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10. Colts nothing.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They call that on.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Third and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, Winston. And he is going to go down. He will be he's sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one.
Colts, nothing.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect it. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. On the slant, this is Chark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Leonard Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
23. Colts, nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down, and
there's Winston. He dumps this off to Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. To throw, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Josh Lambo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand or it could get worse.
Roughing the passer defense.
We can't have that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Winston's pass.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 40.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The previous play is under review.
Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to John Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jameis to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now Winston. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get in the right room. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Colts.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in Houston, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that one with the visiting Saints out on top. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now the second down throw on target. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Colts, nothing.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 32-yard
Play
line.
action now. Winston. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
An 8-yard
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready? Black 25.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Sam Sloman is on. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit.
Jaguars 33, Colts 3.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
6-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The ball carrier.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
On 3rd down, you don't give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
He'll drop to throw.
Down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ellis. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, Winston. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Winston now. And Reed with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Winston. He dumps this off to Mack. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jameis again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A first down throw for Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we are grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Winston's pass intercepted.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 1st down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
Winston's
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joe Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Here's Winston. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Good. That keeps the score.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
26, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
4. And it's third down.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
The pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of a yard.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
36. Colts 16.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. We'll get that complete to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Joe Reed. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Jaguars, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.